Most people think financial freedom looks like a loud, chaotic explosion of champagne popping, engine revving, and constant travel, but I want you to stop and look at the reality, because true wealth is actually built in the quiet, boring moments that nobody posts on Instagram. If you really want to be free, you have to understand that financial freedom isn't an event or a lottery ticket, it is a system, and more specifically, it is a routine. Right now, you might be looking for the magic stock or the perfect side hustle, but if your daily habits are chaotic, your bank account will be too. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the exact daily routine, from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep, that automates my wealth building and, more importantly, keeps my money mindset bulletproof against fear and bad decisions. We need to address the elephant in the room immediately, which is the mindset gap. You see, people focus entirely on the mechanics of money saving rates, investment portfolios, tax strategies, but they completely ignore the operating system running those decisions, which is their brain. If your mindset is programmed for scarcity, fear, or impulse spending, no amount of income will ever make you wealthy, because you will just be a broke person with more cash to lose. That is why today isn't just about what I do, it is about how I think while I do it. I have broken my day down into 3 distinct phases: the prime, where I set the psychological stage in the morning; the grind, where I focus on high leverage income activities; and the audit, a crucial evening habit that most people skip. By the end of this 10-minute video, you won't just have a to-do list, you will have a blueprint for rewiring your brain for abundance. Let's get into it. The first phase of my routine is what I call the prime, and it starts the second my eyes open. The absolute most critical rule here is this: do not touch your phone. Most people wake up and immediately scroll through social media or check emails. When you do that, you are flooding your brain with other people's agendas, other people's success, and world disasters before you have even had a sip of water. You are starting your day in a reactive state, usually triggered by feelings of scarcity or not enoughness, because you just saw someone's highlight reel on Instagram. Instead, I keep my phone in another room. This protects my dopamine receptors and keeps my mind clear for high-level thinking. Once I'm up, I move into input control. I spend 15 minutes journaling or reading something stoic or educational. This isn't just fluffy self-care. This is strategic programming. I write down 3 things I am grateful for to force my brain into an abundance frequency. You cannot see opportunities for wealth if you are fixated on obstacles. Then, I do a specific visualization exercise where I don't just imagine being rich. I visualize the specific actions I need to take that day to get there. I visualize the difficult conversation I need to have, or the focus I need for a project. This primes my reticular activating system, RAS, the part of the brain that filters information to hunt for opportunities that align with my financial goals. By the time I actually sit down to work, I haven't just woken up, I have calibrated my compass. I'm not reacting to the world, I'm setting the intention for how I will dominate it. Phase 2 is the grind, but let's redefine that word. This isn't about working yourself into burnout, it is about the 80-20th rule, also known as the Pareto principle. This principle states that 80% of your results come from 20% of your actions. Most people stay poor because they fill their day with busy work, checking emails, organizing files, or color-coding calendars. That is 80% work that brings 20% results. My routine requires that the first 4 hours of my workday are dedicated strictly to revenue-generating activities. Ragus. These are the scary things: making sales calls, creating content, coding the product, or pitching investors. I do these first when my willpower is highest. During this block, I use a monk mode setup. Phone is on airplane mode, notifications are off, and my door is locked. If I can win these 4 hours, the rest of the day is a bonus. But the grind doesn't stop when I step away from the desk. I utilize what I call university on wheels. Whenever I am driving, washing dishes, or at the gym. I am listening to a financial podcast, an audiobook on economics, or a biography of a successful entrepreneur. This is how you bridge the gap between where you are and where you want to be. If you say you don't have time to learn about investing, you are lying to yourself. You have time. You just aren't using your dead time effectively. By constantly feeding my brain high-level financial concepts during mundane tasks, I am upgrading my mental software. You need to understand that your income will rarely exceed your level of personal development. The third phase happens in the evening, and it is the one most people avoid because it's uncomfortable. It's called the audit. At the end of every single day, I have a 5-minute money date with myself. I open my banking apps, my credit card statements, and my investment portfolio. I don't do this to obsess over every penny. I do this to build a relationship with reality. Most people treat their finances like a monster in the closet they are terrified to look. So the fear grows. By looking at the numbers daily, I sensitize myself to the fear. If I overspent on lunch, I see it, I acknowledge it, and I correct course for tomorrow. There is no shame, just data. After the numbers check, I close the loop with an abundance review. It is easy to go to bed stressing about what you didn't achieve or the bills you still have to pay. That is a poverty mindset script running in the background while you sleep. To counter this, I write down one financial win for the day. It could be as small as I made coffee at home instead of buying it, or as big as I landed a new client. What you appreciate appreciates. By ending the day focusing on a win, I am telling my subconscious mind that we are moving forward. This ensures that when I go to sleep, my brain isn't stewing in cortisol and stress. It is resting in a state of control and progress. This small habit prevents the ostrich effect, sticking your head in the sand, and puts you firmly in the driver's seat of your financial destiny. We need to close this by talking about the glue that holds all these chapters together: consistency. The routine I just described isn't flashy. It isn't going to go viral on TikTok because it looks boring. But boring is where the money is made. The biggest lie the internet sells you is that financial freedom comes from one lucky crypto trade, one viral video, or one lottery ticket. The reality is that wealth is the lagging indicator of your daily habits. You are not what you do once in a while. You are what you do every single day. If you do the prime, the grind, and the audit once, nothing will happen. If you do them for 30 days, you will feel different. If you do them for a year, your life will look unrecognizable. You have to fall in love with the plateau. There will be days, maybe even weeks, where you do this routine and your bank account doesn't move. That is the test. That is the universe asking, do you really want this, or are you just a tourist? Most people quit during the plateau. They stop visualizing. They start checking their phones in the morning again, and they stop tracking their spending. That is why they stay stuck. This video isn't just a list of tasks. It is an invitation to change your identity. Stop trying to get rich and start being the person who attracts wealth through discipline, clarity, and action. Start with phase 1 tomorrow morning. Don't touch the phone. Take control. Because the only thing standing between you and the freedom you want is the routine you are currently avoiding. So, you now have the blueprint. You know that financial freedom isn't found in a secret stock tip or a get-rich-quick scheme. It is found in the silence of the morning, when you choose to visualize your goals instead of scrolling. It is found in the focus of your work hours when you choose revenue over distraction. And it is found in the honesty of the evening, when you face your finances with gratitude rather than fear. Remember, information without execution is just poverty with a higher vocabulary. You don't need to implement all 3 phases perfectly starting tomorrow. Just pick one. Commit to the morning prime or the evening audit for just 7 days, and watch how your relationship with money begins to shift from stress to control. I want to know which part of this routine you're going to start with. Do you feel like you're missing discipline in the morning? Or do you lack the courage to face your numbers at night? Leave a comment below with morning or evening so I can see where you're beginning your journey. Thank you for giving your valuable time today. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.